Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the hunt continues for a suspect accused of shooting and killing 4 people at a bar in Montana. And the U.S. government will soon stop sending out paper checks for federal payments, including Social Security benefits.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning and a happy Tuesday to you, Mountain family. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this August 5th. We are just about at 5 o'clock this morning, and it is a time for a check of our weather with Megan Dusmall today. And Megan, cooler, hotter, I'm not really sure. Run us through what's going on today.
Well, this morning, the main factor of what will impact your day will be the rain chances. But in terms of those temperatures, we are on the tad cooler side. Let's hop into that live pinpoint Doppler radar. As you can see, just a little bit of that rain as you travel into Pulaski and Wayne County. Now, the main focus will be as you're traveling into portions of Wise County, Virginia, and as you go into our West Virginia counties, Mingo and Logan are seeing the most amount of rainfall across the region. Now, temperature-wise, here's what we're looking at. Right now, we're sitting in the mid-60s to low 70s. So for some folks, we're looking a little bit warmer than normal. 72 in Monticello and Somerset. This afternoon, though, we are looking at a mixture of the 70s and low 80s. Once again, 75 is that high temperature in Wise, 79 in Clintwood, and a little bit warmer as you're traveling towards Somerset and Monticello. High temperature 84 degrees. But for today, we'll see those high temperatures around 4 p.m. looking at a mixture of mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy skies. Still seeing those chances of rain holding on throughout the day. Amelia.
The hunt continues for a suspect accused of shooting and killing 4 people at a bar in Montana. It happened last Friday in the city of Anaconda. Police say Michael Paul Brown is still on the run after he reportedly walked into the Owl Bar and opened fire before leaving the scene. Police say they found Brown's vehicle, a Ford F-150, but he was nowhere to be found at that point. In Lawrence County, Ohio, 2 people, including a young child, died after being involved in a crash last Friday. It happened on State Route 7. 2 other children are in critical condition. Those at Chesapeake Elementary say it's been a heartbreaking week for the families involved. Bryson Adkins' teacher says he was one of the sweetest and smartest students she's ever had. She would tell him that she thought he would be a doctor when he grew up. Kentucky State Police are investigating a shooting in Shelby County involving police that led 1 man dead. The coroner has identified him as 41-year-old Ryan McBride. Police were called to a home just after 1 o'clock yesterday morning regarding a domestic incident. A deputy found McBride and a woman outside a home on Blackwell Road. During that interaction, McBride grabbed a gun and started shooting at the deputy, hitting a piece of his equipment. The deputy fired back. McBride died at the scene.
Earlier that day, he was playing golf in the yard with his 2 boys. And then at 1 o'clock, we hear, gunfire. So it's sad.
The deputy has been treated and released from the hospital. No other injuries were reported. A man is dead after a side-by-side crash in Knox County. KSB troopers responded to that crash just before 3 o'clock Saturday afternoon on Starfire Hall Road in the Talcum area. During their investigation, troopers say Michael Miller lost control of the side-by-side that he was operating before it overturned. He was thrown from his side-by-side and died. He was pronounced dead at that scene by officials with the Knox County Coroner's Office. In Madison County, deputies with the sheriff's office are looking for a white Chevy Impala after the person driving it hit a police cruiser on I-75. Deputy Michael Stott says he was on his way back from Lexington when he saw a damaged cruiser on the shoulder between mile markers 88 and 90. He says the sedan was driving on the inside of the construction barrels when a deputy monitoring the construction zone attempted to stop the car. Stott says folks need to slow down when they see those orange cones.
They're there for a reason, and the biggest part is safety. Not only do you have grooved pavement and milled asphalt in those locations, you also have workers present. So they're there for the safety of the workers and the motorists.
Deputy Stott says anyone who goes around the construction barriers will be cited and could face criminal charges. In Knox County, a man appeared in court in connection with a murder case. Brian Smith was charged with murder in connection with the death of Shelby McIntyre. That incident happened back in 2023 when Knox County Sheriff deputies say they found McIntyre dead inside a home in the Gray community. KSP troopers say Smith shot McIntyre and drove away from the scene before he was later arrested. A pretrial conference for Smith was scheduled for August 22nd. In Whitley County, a man was sentenced to 15 years in prison for trafficking meth. According to his indictment, 33-year-old Buck McGregor of Williamsburg was indicted for trafficking in a controlled substance. The indictment says McGregor knowingly and unlawfully sold more than 2 grams of meth. The indictment says the incident happened in September of last year. A Wolfe County man pleaded not guilty after he had been indicted for conspiracy to distribute meth in 3 counties. Clyde Endicott appeared in court last Friday for an arraignment. According to the indictment, he was indicted for conspiracy with others to distribute 50 grams or more of a mixture containing meth. It says that the incident happened between June 2023 and June of this year in Breathitt, Magoffin, and Wolfe counties. This morning, dozens of Texas Democrats are still hunkering down in states like Illinois, Massachusetts, and New York, despite Governor Greg Abbott's orders to have them arrested. The Texas House also approved civil arrest warrants for the dozens of Democrats who fled, though Texas law enforcement don't have jurisdiction outside of the state to force their return. Meanwhile, some Democratic governors, like California's Gavin Newsom, say they're working to redraw their state's maps should Texas follow through.
We're going to fight fire with fire.
It don't matter if they're Democrat or Republican. Come together.
The slowdown in the Texas legislature has also stalled relief bills for communities hit hard by last month's deadly floods. Flood victims are urging lawmakers to put people before party politics. The current Texas special legislative session is slated to end in 2 weeks. Several thousand Boeing workers are on strike at 3 manufacturing plants in the Midwest, where the company makes military aircraft and weapons. The strike started early yesterday at Boeing facilities in St. Louis and St. Charles, Missouri, as well as a site in Illinois. More than 3,000 local members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers voted to reject a modified labor agreement that included a 20% wage increase over 4 years and contract ratification bonuses. Meanwhile, workers on the picket line say they'll wait for a better offer.
I will be out here on my shift every day until the new contract is offered and we ratify a new one. I am betting that this is going to be a long strike. It's nerve-wracking because I don't know where my income's going to come in for the time being. I mean, some of us are going to have to go find second jobs.
Last year, more than 30,000 Boeing workers who assembled jetliners walked off the job for close to 8 weeks. Last week, Boeing reported that its second quarter revenue improved and its losses narrowed. The U.S. government will soon stop sending out paper checks for federal payments. That includes to Social Security beneficiaries. It's part of an effort to fully modernize federal benefits payments, save money, and fight financial fraud. More than 500,000 recipients, less than 1%, need to choose another way to receive their Social Security benefits. It starts on September 30th. If you still need to receive a paper check, you can request a waiver. You can apply for that waiver at the website godirect.gov. Well, thanks so much for getting your day started with us on Mountain News this morning at 5:08. A group of veterans in Hazard came together to write a book. We have the details on the deeper meaning.
And we are tracking rain this morning. I'll tell you what you can expect for the rest of the day coming up.